You're watching Kenosha Community Media.
Once again, now's a good time to take your this opportunity to gander through the 7 auction room if you haven't had a chance. I suggest you do it now. Lots of good stuff. Wet leg clay. Make your bids. You do have bid numbers assigned, so make sure you write down your bid number. And good luck. All right, last call for your silent auction bids. Remember, the white table is closed first. Everybody. Good evening, everyone. Thank you very, very much for coming out on this Monday night to celebrate education and volunteerism. It's a tremendous turnout for this evening. That speaks volumes to the quality of people we have helping in the educational field here in Kenosha. Welcome again to the 70th Annual Founders Day Dinner of the Kenosha Unified PTA Council. This evening we celebrate the many accomplishments of our students, staff, individual schools, school district, and the community. Founders Day reminds us to take a look back into history and reflect on where we've been, and it also inspires us to look to the future and where we need to go. Founded in 1897 as the National Congress of Mothers by Alice McClellan Burney and Phoebe Apperson Hurst, the National PTA has grown to be a powerful voice for all children. To believe, dream, and inspire. That's the theme for this evening, and it should be well noted on the program and also on your centerpieces. As educators, parents, and volunteers, all of us know the importance of these words. Inspiring hope and continuing excellence are traditions we want in Kenosha Unified Schools. It is through our combined efforts that these three words become a reality. Please join me this evening in celebrating the 70th Annual Founders Day Dinner. My name is Bobby Nash, and I'm privileged to be the president of the PTA Council. We will begin this evening by honoring the red, white, and blue. Here to sing the national anthem is the Tremper a cappella quartet, and the colors are going to be presented this evening by Cub Scout Pack 505. Mike Rumond is the Cub Master. Mike, you have the floor.
Color guard forward march. Color guard halt. Present the colors.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Post the colors. Color guard, return to ring. About face. Color guard, forward march. Color guard, halt. About face. At ease.
There's going to be a theme here this evening, and we're showcasing some of the best talent that Fine Arts Department has to offer. Between the combined jazz band ensemble that played earlier, as you guys were in the silent auction room, the a cappella quartet, and of course the Golden Strings. So let's give a round of applause to all the musicians that have played and are yet to play. Tonight's invocation will be given by Cindy Austin. Cindy, you available? I asked Cindy for a brief bio so that I can introduce her, and this is what she sends me. Married with a 14-year-old son, retired Lutheran pastor. Well, thanks, Cindy. It gave me a lot to work with there. The fact of the matter is, Cindy is such a good communicator, she doesn't require a lot of words. I can speak firsthand from her involvement at Greveno that Cindy is a quality educator. I'm going to quote from the nomination form from last year's Advocate of the Year Award. She is a calming, steady, cheerful presence you can always count on. Her obvious care and love of our students reflects the core reason we all do what we do. Please welcome for the invocation our friend Cindy Austin.
Let us pray. Lord, we give you thanks for tonight. We give you thanks that we could come here together to celebrate, to enjoy, to be able to raise money for our children, because really that's why we are all here. We want the best for our children. We want, as we have loved them, to be loved by this world. We want them to be inspired. We want them to be able to dream, and we want them to believe. We ask, Lord, that you would be with them. You would be with those who educate them. You would be with those who guide them and direct them. Grant us all patience, even when math problems seem to get a little too hard, and when reading challenges us. Help us to be able to fight the good fight and be with you to help our children. In your name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Cindy. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to be treated to a smorgasbord of sonic delight. It took me a long time to come up with that, but it's already started with the combined jazz band and the a cappella group in the Tremper Golden Strings.
Thank you.
We are pleased to have the broad support of organizations, institutions, individuals. And I'd like to quickly recognize some of our guests. If you're here from Kenosha Unified School District, I know Pat Demas was here. Please stand quickly. My favorite person at the school. Thank you, Pat. Kenosha Unified School Board members, please stand and be recognized. Thank you very much. Are there any Kenosha Unified School Board candidates? We appreciate the moxie. Any legislators here? I know Peter was here, Bob Wirch. Thank you, gentlemen. Local elected officials? Any local elected officials? Mr. Bogdala? Kenosha Unified PTA Council, Mary Butler, Michelle Tinch, and Sue Swanger. Please stand and be recognized. This is the fruits of their labors. I'm just the guy that shows up at the end. This is the fruits of their labors. Offers committee chairs and members of our local PTAs, please stand and be recognized. If you're a member of the PTA, this is why we're here. Please stand and be recognized. Thank you. We also have friends outside of our Kenosha Unified PTA circle. Racine is here as well. Racine's in the house. Mike, there we go. Word travels that this is the best party in southeast Wisconsin. We have businesses that are here. If you're a business owner and you're here this evening, we have Grasshopper, Kurt from Grasshopper Lawn Care is here. Please stand. Thank you very much, Kurt. Guys, this is your Christmas bonus. Kenosha Kingfish, General Manager Jake McGee. Welcome to Kenosha, Jake. We're also privileged to have guests from our college community here with us this evening. Gateway Technical College, please stand and be recognized. Zena and John, thank you very much for joining us. Carthage College. Thank you very much. And of course, UW Parkside works closely with our community and the school district. Numerous scholarships are awarded by these colleges to our local students, and we are very fortunate to have 3 quality educational institutions right here in our backyard. Upon her arrival in 2009 as Parkside's 6th chancellor, Dr. Ford went to work to apply her vision to Parkside. Her hallmarks of academic excellence, student success, diversity and inclusion, and community engagement have all come to fruition and continue to drive success. Recognizing Parkside's unique geographic location, Dr. Ford has built strategic partnerships leading to better collaboration between education and workforce development. Her leadership has led to many new academic initiatives, including the creation of the Institution of Professional Educator Development and a new teacher development program. Needless to say, all of us can appreciate the importance of that program. For many of us, our children will be the first in the family to attend college, and to that note, Parkside traditionally serves a majority of first-generation university students. As we look around the room, we can see the diversity that is Kenosha Racine. Dr. Ford has created an inclusionary learning environment at UW Parkside, as it is the most diverse campus in the prestigious University of Wisconsin system. Dr. Ford holds her BS from the University of Louisville, her Master's of Education from Indiana University, and her Doctor of Education from the University of Louisville. It is with great privilege, and please join me in welcoming Chancellor Deborah Ford.
Thank you, Bobby, very much. Well, good evening. And thank you very much for the warm welcome. And it is great. It is really great to share an evening with our scholarship recipients, with leaders and volunteers in education. I am pleased to be here with you again, having been invited to the Kenosha PTA Founders Day dinner in my first year in 2010. I am here to applaud and thank you for your service, as well as to honor the scholars, the leaders, the mentors, and the volunteers around us and within each of us. And I begin with a quote this evening, a quote from Robert K. Greenleaf. He is well known for his writings on leadership. Robert Greenleaf defined and advanced the term the servant leader, and he states, "The servant leader is the servant first. It begins with the natural feeling that one wants to serve and to serve first." Robert Greenleaf's notion of servant leadership is tremendously important to me as a person and as a professional and an educator. I am certain that most of us in this room share my deep conviction in the power of service to others, thus the 70-year celebration. But Robert Greenleaf goes on to ask a few questions about servant leadership, and he says, do those served grow as persons? Do they, while being served, become healthier, wiser, freer, more autonomous, and more likely themselves to be servant leaders? How does the idea of servant leadership resonate with you, regardless if you're a student, teacher, administrator, politician, volunteer, parent, or business owner? In Greenleaf's servant leader model, we can see the role of mentor and volunteer so very clearly, as he asserts, to lead is to serve. So tonight, on the 70th anniversary Founders Day dinner, I am happy to also share an important anniversary at the University of Wisconsin Parkside as we celebrate our 45th academic year. Since our very inception, the mission of UW Parkside has been and continues to be to serve southeastern Wisconsin and inspire and prepare future generations of servant leaders. Our founders at UW Parkside, and I've had the wonderful privilege to meet so many of them in my tenure here in Kenosha and Racine, has included many community leaders that gave of themselves to bring quality public higher education to southeastern Wisconsin. They did this because they were committed to the future and knew that education was vital to the success of a community. And so I think it's appropriate for me to quote our first chancellor, Chancellor Irvin Wiley. And we believe that he was really the UW Parkside's first servant leader. And he's had this to say: the society that builds The society that builds a new university assesses the future optimistically. It bets that the future will be better than the past and that the university will help make it better. End quote. There is such hope in this statement. You might feel as inspired by these words as I am when we replace the word university with the word education. A community bets that the future will be better than the past and that education will help make it better. Public education is one endeavor where an entire community intersects to serve the greater good, and I am happy to be part of this intersection. There is no better example of this than the great work of the Kenosha Unified PTA Council. Your volunteer-led organization has built an incredible legacy of service to our schools and to students. How many lives have you impacted? How many lives have you helped to transform? How many ways have you transformed the environment so the young people that performed for us this evening have those opportunities? They were magnificent. That's why we do what we do. I do believe that we are transforming lives here in Kenosha Unified and certainly at the University of Wisconsin Parkside. And I know that there are many of our graduates among us tonight, and hopefully there are many more future graduates as well. We together are making a difference on our most precious and vital resource in creating a bright future. Such a powerful and awe-inspiring thought, to be engaged in the work of developing the full potential of another person. Just as Chancellor Wiley observed in 1968, we stand before the future of our community on a daily basis. We bring optimism and hope to our children and students, so indeed that our future will be brighter than our past. Yet leading and working in service to others is not always easy. But if there is a legacy and ongoing commitment of service in your organization or community, challenging times become great opportunities. In the book, The Art of Possibility, Benjamin Zander describes living life with a continuous notion of possibility. As the former conductor of the Boston Philharmonic and longtime educator, Zander challenges us to view each person or opportunity as the sculpture does a block of marble, that within each is a beautiful piece of art. In 2010, I led the University of Wisconsin Parkside through the decision to close the teacher ed program that was in place at that time. As you can imagine, it was not an easy decision. But I know, and my colleagues know, that it was the right thing to do. Yet we at the university continued through the notion of possibility, and this was a seminal moment in our journey to be and to become the University of Wisconsin Parkside of the 21st century. What has emerged since 2010 has fueled and was fueled by the great swelling of community, energy, talent, and support. One by one, we built a team of committed volunteers to serve on a coordinating council. The council consisted of community members as well as strong representation from the Kenosha Unified School District. They began the work of building a new program from the ground up, or really, from the community up. The council collectively invested hundreds of hours towards a shared vision to design an educator preparation program for our community, for our citizens and students, to serve our local needs and well into the 21st century. I am proud to say, and Bobby stole a little of my thunder, that we indeed created the Institute of Professional Educator Development, better known as IPED, in 2012. And this fall, on schedule, we launched an entirely new program for educator development. Together with the community, we have a national model for regional, community-based, responsive educator development. Our program understands the challenges of today's classrooms and tomorrow's opportunities for our region. Through the power of the community, we truly saw a great new opportunity in what could have been viewed, and on some days it was viewed as a great challenge. One of the several core educational strategies at work within the Institute for Professional Educator Development is mentorship. Mentorship as an intentional and sustainable educational resource between local practicing educators and our students. The council developing IPED understood early on that key in shaping teaching talent is to ensure students spend time with talented teachers from day one in the learning process. Moreover, our students should be learning and growing in classrooms that are highly relevant to the needs of those the student will eventually serve. In many ways, the mentorship model is actually pretty simple. And it reminds me of something Jim Henson from the Muppets said. He said that students and children, they don't remember what you try to teach them. They remember what you are. Our Parkside student teachers will learn to be just like us, dedicated and experienced educators serving students in our community. Yes, this is a very strategic and impactful leveraging of the power of mentorship. Joining us tonight is my colleague Shannon McGuire, and Shannon is the Director of Advanced Professional Development at UW Parkside in IPED. Shannon and the team in the Institute for Professional Educator Development are seeing strong growth in the program. Moreover, IPED is emerging as an important partner in the continued legacy of outstanding K-12 education in Kenosha and in our region. And for that, I say thank you for your support, but more importantly, it's something we can all be proud of. So I turn now to my own journey in education and leadership. I know I would not be standing before you if it were not for the support of mentors across my life. Mentors have helped me break through self-doubt and small thinking, to realize talents and to drive to create and lead others into a life of greater meaning. Another quote that's very important to me is from John Gardner, and he was the former Secretary of Health and Human Services. And he asked the question, do you serve with meaning? And he urges us out of complacency when he states, meaning is not something you stumble across, like the answer to a riddle or the prize in a treasure hunt. The ingredients are there. You are the only one who can put them together into that unique pattern that will be your life. Let it be a life that has dignity and meaning for you. Mentors. Mentors have provided me with special insight and revealed a new way to look at the world. However, it was up to me to take hold of those gifts that they saw in me. Let me now propose my understanding of mentorship as it has been revealed through my career and my life. And I know I'm not finished being mentored. So mentors will continue to come in and out of your life. You might not recognize them at the time, but you will be thankful when you realize what they did for you. Mentors leave us with an insight, a kernel of truth, or a piece of wisdom. It is up to you and up to us to put these pieces of wisdom together to create our own purpose and happiness. Mentors also plant seeds that germinate for a lifetime, and they challenge us to move on and help our organizations grow and embrace new possibilities. Don't be afraid to venture into the unknown, for you will miss the opportunity to blossom. And that's meant for our scholars tonight. Mentors also remind us of the profound power of learning and the promise of moving on. Only through moving on can you earn the privilege of mentoring others. So tonight, I share your gratitude and celebrate our scholars, our leaders, mentors, and volunteers. I am proudly aware of that my career and my life's work is very much the result of so many people, so many generous people like the folks in this room tonight who helped me, encouraged me, and really taught me along the way. I owe it to them and myself to give it freely to serve others and to serve the community as a servant leader. And so I have one final quote, and this is a quote from a professor at Harvard University, Rosabeth Moss Cantor, and she wrote a book called Confidence. And she says, leadership is not about the leader. It is about how he or she builds the confidence in everyone else. So tonight, I applaud the leader, the mentor, and the volunteer in each of you. As servant leaders, let us continue to build the confidence in others by living the art of possibility toward a life and a career of great meaning. Thank you, and believe, dream, and inspire. And congratulations to our scholarship recipients this evening.
Volunteers are believers. We believe, actually we know, we see it when we are making a difference. We see it firsthand, we witness it. Across the district, there are hundreds of parents, teachers, and staff that go above and beyond. These are people who volunteer over and over again. These are the people who never say no. They say, let me check, let me see, and then they say yes. These are the people that see projects all the way through to the end. Tonight, we will bring forth a number of individuals to be recognized for their countless hours volunteering and for supporting the mission of the PTA. We had a very high number of very deserving nominations this year. Therefore, we will be awarding 3 PTA Parents of the Year. At this time, I would like to present tonight's award. I do want to read the nominees. For PTA Advocate of the Year, the nominees were Chuck Romano from Tremper High School, Bill Harris of Greveno Elementary, and James Masterson of Nash Elementary. I'm going to read you quotes for some of these selected nomination forms. He is a steady and gentle presence at school functions, making sure those things go smoothly and needs are met. He works long hours to assist both students and staff. He makes himself available by phone or email no matter what the time is. His room at school is always filled with students, having lunch, doing homework, visiting, and engaging in lively discussions. He has made his room an inviting and safe haven to students. He is the first staff person to join the PTA at the beginning of the school. He is a big cheerleader for our organization and a tireless supporter, attending meetings and speaking on topics of interest to parents. He is quick to offer help, guidance, and answer questions, and is always offering his support to parents and students alike. It is with great pleasure we recognize Chuck Romano from Tremper High School as PTA Advocate of the Year. Unfortunately, Chuck was not able to make it this evening due to a personal commitment. We do have Dick Aiello, who will accept his award on his behalf. You're very welcome, sir. Thank you. Nominees for the PTA Parent of the Year. Kathy Emery of Tremper, Sharon Root of Bose, Sue Kuryanowitz of Nash, Angela Kanicki of Nash, Steve Rutherford of Nash, Jacqueline Karabetsis of Greveno, and Tricia Cockersberger from Nash. Let's please give them all a round of applause because every one of them singly could have received this award. Unfortunately, we had 3 awards to give. I'm going to go ahead and read from some of the winning nominations. She has made the PTA organization stronger through her active involvement and support. She is always willing to lend a hand and is a wonderful collaborative member of each organization of which she has been a part. She thinks outside the box and is always striving for improvements to make our school and organization better. She has had a significant impact in the PTA through her service and dedication. She has made our PTA stronger by boosting membership through her recruitment efforts as well as through her meticulous record-keeping abilities. Her service continues even tonight. She has made the PTA Council financially stronger through her involvement in the annual Founders Day silent auction. Please join me in congratulating Kathy Emery as the PTA Parent of the Year. Thank you very much. Our next selection. She has been a devoted member of the PTA. Her careful attention to detail, effective communication skills, and willingness to take on new responsibilities makes her a valuable member of the PTA. Her ideas and knowledge can always be seen when it comes to planning and organizing events. She has become a role model parent for more than just her own children, but for many of the students in the school. She is very passionate about education and a proactive partner in teaching and learning of not only her own children, but for all children in the KUSD. She has been on various committees within the district and continues to serve where needed. Please join me in congratulating Jackie Karabetsis as PTA Parent of the Year. Our next recipient has served in many different committees and functions. She's done everything from the most critical, like serving on the nominating committee every year, to the more mundane, such as making pancakes at the Pancake Breakfast fundraiser. She is a key member of the PTA and a go-to person when we need something done, a key resource for information and ideas and events. While she has served on various committees and volunteered for many events, her biggest contribution to the PTA has been her leadership in chairing the Playground Committee for over 6 years. Through her leadership in planning of the yearly golf event and various other fundraising efforts such as Playground Pennies, the PTA was able to raise over $100,000 for the purchase and installation of all new playground equipment. But for all the things she has done for the school and its students, she's made a larger impact in the community. She also organizes a fundraiser for breast cancer awareness, raising more than $50,000 since 2008 in memory of one of her closest friends. Please join me in congratulating Sue Kurianowitz for PTA Parent of the Year. Congratulations. Nominees for the PTA Project of the Year Award. Every year, PTAs around the district put on projects and events that fundraise, educate, or build community. The nominees for this award are the Greveno Playground Project and the Nash Elementary School Pickup or Drop-Off Procedures. Both of these projects took incredible amounts of effort, and both projects are very worthy. Just know that both schools should be committed for their efforts, and children many, many years from now will reap the fruit of your hard work on both projects. Nash Elementary has been committed to providing a safe learning environment both inside the classroom and also in and around the neighborhood. Nash set out to enhance its pickup and drop-off procedures. The Nash PTA gathered a group of concerned parents, teachers, Kenosha Police Department officials, local elected officials to identify the issues and develop an action plan to help to combat their growing concern. The group identified several enhancements that could be made. Some of those changes were rerouting traffic to allow only a single direction of travel into the school during certain hours. Both of these changes required significant city approval and a cost for additional signage in and around the school. The group also recognized the growing problem of inattentive driving due to cell phone usage in the school zone. Working with others, Nash became the first school banning cell phone use within a school zone. Thanks to some very dedicated teachers and students who gave up part of their summer vacation for this program, students were able to create a video illustrating the do's and don'ts of the new pickup and drop-off procedures. Police department calls for erratic or inattentive drivers have been dramatically reduced. With the new no handheld cell phone signs around Nash, the City of Kenosha has adopted into their 5-year capital improvement plan a project to add these same signs at every school. The City of Kenosha has been contacted by surrounding communities about incorporating the same signage around their schools as well. Will Nash Elementary please come and accept the award for PTA Project of the Year?
Without your help.
Gentlemen.
Thank
there
you.
go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you again to everyone. Let's congratulate all the nominees because every one of them are very deserving. Being affiliated with the National PTA allows us to participate in the National Reflections Program. Listed in the program, you will find the state and national award winners from the 2012-2013 years. For many years, Elizabeth Dagfall has helped promote the program within our council. Elizabeth, could you please stand and be recognized? You still here? We sincerely appreciate all the time and hard work that you've given for the Reflections program. Together we can, and we do make a difference. For years, the Kenosha Unified PTA Council has awarded scholarships to not just outstanding students, but students that are committed to giving back to children. The names of students who have received scholarships in the past years are listed in the program. We are very, very proud to have contributed to those students' education. It's also a great honor to be a parent of a scholarship recipient. The pride and joy of watching your child receive a scholarship is never forgotten. There are a number of parents of past scholarship recipients here tonight as well. If you're one of these parents, please stand. Any parents of past scholarship recipients? I know I'm preaching to the choir when I say studies show that children with active parents in their schools are more successful than their peers. We all know that. We will see evidence of that tonight. We are delighted to recognize 4 outstanding students who worked very hard during their high school tenure, and they are really looking forward to their college years. These are kids that are not only at the top of their class, but are very engaged in extracurricular activities. Tonight is a very special night. It's not only a night of firsts, it's a night of seconds, and it's a night of thirds. Linda Bagdala, the Council Scholarship Chairperson, will now continue with the presentation of the scholarships.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for attending the 70th Annual PTA Founders Day Dinner. The Meta Tremper Scholarship Fund began in 1957 in honor of Meta Irene Robbins Tremper, founder of the Kenosha Unified PTA Council. Her commitment to the PTA not only improved the lives and future of all children, but our community as well. This year, we are honored to present 4 scholarship winners. The requirements of the scholarship ask that each student, as well as their parent or legal guardian, be a PTA or PTSA member of any school in good standing within the Kenosha Unified PTA Council. The student must also major in education or a field that affects the life of a child. During the application process, they were asked to include an essay of their intentions of college and field of study, as well as have a 2.75 GPA or better after completion of the first semester of college. The recipients of this award were chosen by a committee of counselors within each school. Each recipient will be given $1,000 to use towards their education. I'm very pleased to announce the counselor or representative for this year's scholarship winners. But before I continue, I'd like to leave you with one thought from our founder, Meta Irene Tremper. PTA work is forgetting the task and ourselves and thinking steadfastly of the future generations and all that we can do to have them live in a world made better through our efforts. I would now like to ask Dan Bushman, representing Emily Muirhoff, to come to the stage to present her with this award.
Hello. I went to Mason and Maya and asked for some dirt on Emily, but they wouldn't give me anything, so we're gonna just play it out here. I've known the Muirhoff family for almost 11 years. I actually worked with their oldest daughter back when she was at Lincoln, Hannah. So I've got to see these young ones grow. I got to see them all in 6th grade at K-Tech, and I'm a twin. They're triplets, and it was just kind of interesting when Emily made a decision to come over to Harborside Academy because me being a twin, I know it is a tough choice to make a decision on a high school and go somewhere opposite than where your brother or sister is going. So I always thought that was really a strong choice by her to be able to make that at such a young age, that she wanted to try something new and take a chance on a weird new school like ours. Emily's an amazing young lady. She's excelled. She's going to graduate with honors, with an honors diploma. She's taken the most rigorous course load that our school offers, and she's just excelled. She's an amazing, if people don't know, just an amazing writer. She's had stuff published. She's won a Silver Key Award. She's excelled in pretty much anything that we've thrown her way. She goes well beyond what is asked of her in her school. She has high quality products that we have shown and displayed at school on a regular basis, and I just can't say enough about her. She's heading off to the Twin Cities, and we know she's going to do great, amazing things. So with that, I would just like to recognize Emily Muirhoff.
Hi, I would just like to thank everyone who's here today for this amazing opportunity. I don't know if you can hear me, I'm not good with mics. But I just want to thank the PTA and my school and my family and my friends for being my support system and just tolerating me and inspiring me to be my best. So, as Mr. Bushman already said, I'm going to University of Minnesota Twin Cities. I'm going to be in the College of Liberal Arts. I have not declared my major yet, but we'll see. Excited about that. So, just like to thank you all for this opportunity and this amazing evening.
Hi, can Terry Hugick come for Mason Muirhoff, please? Thank you.
Mason is a kid that is always on the move. He's high energy, he's an outgoing person, great enthusiasm, and a strong, uplifting personality. Mason keeps his eye on his goals, and he's a positive influence to those around him. He has terrific interpersonal skills, and he has taken the lead on more than one project at Tremper. He's a member of our Link Crew team, which is a freshman transition team that we have, and that's how I really got to know Mason initially this year. The leadership skills that Mason exhibits have developed as a result of the real efforts that he's made as a member of Link Crew. We needed a video made to transition the freshmen coming in. Mason volunteered to take the lead on that. We said, well, we have to do something with these freshmen to get them going and get them feeling a part. Mason said, let's do a dodgeball tournament. So he's kind of taking the lead on that. Mason is also an athlete. He's a member of our volleyball team, and he is the co-president of the Snow Club, which is the snowboard and the ski club combined. Extracurricular activities aside, Mason has also established an extremely strong academic record, excelling in some of Tremper's more rigorous courses. He'd rather do his best in challenging classes than take the easy route. You know, that's the one thing about Mason is he's not afraid to take a risk, and he's not afraid of hard work. Being involved at Tremper has taught Mason how to balance his priorities. Time management for Mason is a very big thing. He's very proud of the way he does manage time, and it's a skill he's developed as a result of his involvement. Mason also has a great sense of humor. At Tremper High School, we celebrate homecoming by dedicating each day before the homecoming dance to a theme. So one of the days we did elderly theme. And Mason went all out, as Mason often does. He really did look fabulous. But that wasn't enough. No, Mason decided to grab one of the lunch ladies during his lunchtime and ballroom dance with her around the cafeteria. Yeah, he did do that. Not only did he manage to entertain the masses, but he really made that lady's day. She was really kind of happy with that. That was cute. I have absolute confidence that Mason will excel in college because of the skills he's developed at Tremper. I couldn't be happier that he received this scholarship because good things are on the horizon for Mason.
Hi, everyone. I just really want to thank my mom to start. I know she hasn't been recognized yet tonight, but she's put in countless hours to make this happen. All the donations you see here, she was a part of collecting, and it just couldn't happen without her. So I want to have everyone give my mom a round of applause. Well, I'm just super honored to get this scholarship. I've had tons of support from my counselors, Ms. Hugic and Ms. Johnson at Tremper, tons of support from my dad and my mom and my family, my sisters and my friends, and it's just been a really great time at Tremper, and I have the PTSA to thank for that. I'm going to attend UW-Madison next year. I'm in the College of Letters and Science. I'm not quite sure the field yet. I'm looking toward medicine or some kind of pediatrician position. So good things are coming. Thank you, everyone.
Can I have Sarah Johnson for Maya Mirhoff and Justine Aiello?
Hello, everyone. First, I'd like to talk about Maya Mirhoff. First, I'd like to say I called Maya down today just to get her perspective on the evening, and she said, "Oh, that's right. There's going to be a speech about me, and I'm going to be recognized." And I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, I go to it every year and help, so I just wasn't even thinking about it. So that's just kind of how Maya is. She's cheerful, spirited, hardworking young woman, just keeps going. So I asked her as part of her trio where she sees herself, because myself, I have twins, and she said, well, Emily's the brains and Mason's the athlete, so I guess I'm the artsy one. So I decided after Maya left to kind of look into this, and I was writing my speech, and academically, Maya is very bright and has a very impressive school record. She's exceeded the graduation requirements in every academic area and continues to challenge herself with a rigorous senior schedule. She's a member of our National Honor Society and a member of Renaissance, which recognizes academic achievement. Then I looked into athletics. Maya has been a 4-year member of the swim team, where she got the Workhorse Award. She was also the captain this year. She's been on the lacrosse team for 3 years and also ran track for 1 year. So as far as not being the athletic one, I'm like, well, she's got the athletic side too. At our school, Maya is always busy. Community service and school leadership are always part of her high school career. She has been part of the Link Crew, a part of the student government. She's helped endlessly with this Founders Day dinner for many years and other PTSA events. She's also given time to the urban outreach, and one of her favorite volunteer moments was helping with the moving wall for the Vietnam veterans this fall. Maya's leadership and willingness to help is apparent in all she does. And now we get to what she claims is her side. Artistically, Maya really excels in the area of music. She's been a Lord's Lady in the Christmas feast and has participated in the district and state solo and ensemble competition for all 4 years. She also enjoys being in nature, and when I interviewed her friends about her, they said, Maya's always bummed when we're outside and she forgets her Birds of North America book because she can't identify the birds. So hopefully, Maya, you will find lots of birds up in Minnesota, where she is going next year. University of Minnesota, Twin Cities in the fall. I know she's going to continue to grow and give back to all of those who surround her. Congratulations, Maya.
Okay, well, first and foremost, I would like to thank the PTSA, because without PTSA, I would not be getting in this award. I'd also like to thank, obviously, my family, and, I wasn't really going to say this when I was playing this out, but, I am so proud sorry. I'm so proud of my siblings. Like, sorry. They're just like, they're like my best friends, and like we don't get along all the time, but like I really owe like my success to them because like I can always go home and like they're always there for me. Like I don't know what I would do without them. Sorry, I don't usually cry. This is really weird. Actually, the story that I'm about to tell you, you're gonna think it's not so weird. So I was finally accepted to the University of Twin Cities College of Human Development and Education. And I'd been waiting a really long time. It was my top choice school. And the letter finally came in the mail. I was there when my mom like took it out of the mailbox. And it said, you know, big congratulations on the outside. And I was like, I just kind of froze. And my mom's face like holding it like, Maya. And I wouldn't react. I just took the envelope. I went into the office and I got a letter opener. I opened it. I started reading the letter. And like, no other words came out of my mouth. I just started just crying. Like tears were running down my face. I seriously upset Mason because he came like running into the next room and asked me if someone had died. So I was so ecstatic to finally like be admitted into the college that like I know my dreams will all come true from there. So like basically what I wanted to let you guys know from that story is that I think it's pretty cool that education can make an 18-year-old woman so excited that she cries like a 2-year-old girl. So that's what I just wanted to say tonight. Thank you so much for this award, and thank you, family and friends. Like, this means a lot to me. Thank you.
It is also my pleasure to present Justine Aiello for a PTSA Council Scholarship winner. This was written by her counselor, Miss Deb Tronvig, who could not be here tonight. So, I have known Justine for approximately 3 years and find her to be a conscientious student who displays responsibility and independent resourcefulness. Justine's motivation and self-determination for success is demonstrated by her academic excellence and extracurricular activities. She's a member of the National Honor Society and Tremper's Renaissance Program Premier status. Her Spanish teacher, Julie Chase, has known Justine for 4 years and admires her dedication and hard work to the Spanish language and culture. She has a natural ability in language and is very helpful with a lower level Spanish student. This semester, she's taking student partnership at Curtis Strange Elementary School, where she aids kindergarten students under the supervision of the classroom teacher. Although it is finally formal, Justine has been going and helping out in that classroom for many years because I read her application. Every chance she gets, she goes over there to be with those kids, and I just think that's amazing and shows what a great elementary school teacher she's going to be. She feels that it's been one of the highlights of her senior year, and she loves the reward of helping children. Her dedication and love of children shows that she's going to be an amazing teacher. Justine is a member of our student government and is on the executive board. She's co-director of special events throughout the school, such as school dances, pep assemblies, and the annual Tremper Blood Drive. What's really unique about Justine is she's always the one behind the scenes running things, but never out in front of the crowd with the recognition that she deserves. So that's kind of my personal side note. You can always see Justine at any pep assembly. She's the one that knows exactly what's going on, behind the computer, running the music, telling people when to go up, but never out in front of the crowd. And that's what really shows what a great leader she is, that she can just take the back seat and let things go with her hard work. She also coaches volleyball to 5th and 6th grade girls and finds the experience challenging and rewarding because of how she felt appreciated. Justine volunteers her time at the INS program through her church, and she feels that this experience has taught her the importance of always helping others. Her passion for helping others has given Justine many valuable life lessons, such as discipline, responsibility, and time management. This fall, Justine plans to attend the University of Wisconsin Stout. Because of her passion for working with children, she will be majoring in early childhood education. Justine truly values her education and clearly understands that achievement comes from commitment and hard work. Congratulations, Justine.
Well, as Ms. Johnson said, beginning in the fall, I will be attending University of Wisconsin Stout to study early childhood education. For as long as I can remember, I've always wanted to be a teacher. In order to confirm my feelings, I was fortunate enough to volunteer at a kindergarten classroom at Curtis Strange Elementary with Deborah Cotton, who has been a very close family friend for many years. She has inspired me to work towards becoming a very dedicated, compassionate, and motivational teacher. Currently, during my senior year, I go to her classroom every day for my student partnership. I truly get to experience what it is like to be a teacher in a daily setting. Through these experiences, I have become sure of my decision to become an elementary school teacher. It is with great excitement that I will accept the challenge to be educated for this profession, and I will be proud to be a teacher for the future. I would like to thank the Kenosha Unified PTA Council for honoring me with this generous scholarship. Thank you.
Take a moment and recognize a few people. Dr. Ford, thank you very much for your coming out this evening. I want to thank Mary Butler and Jackie Karabetzis for the decorations and their hard work. I thank Sue Swanger for doing the minutia and doing it well. And there's a lot of it. Thank you to Smarty Cakes. I don't know if they're here or not. Smarty Cakes for the cupcakes. Are there any left for me? There might be one or two. And again, this program is put together, we're volunteers. And it's about the amount of time we're able to put into this. Mary Butler was the council vice president and the chairperson for this event. I want to give Mary a special round of applause for her hard work in putting this evening together. I want to thank Jason Rimkus for donating his time from Kenosha Community Media in filming tonight's events. Jamie Marie Photography for standing in during our moment of need as a photographer. And again, I want to thank, where's she at? Jody, she's back there working. Jody, thank you very much for your hard work. It's very much appreciated, and I think Carson said it best. Kathy Emery, Janet Mahant, thank you both very, very much for your hard work as well. We continue to raise the bar. Last year, I know we raised about $8,000. This year, our subtotal right now without the star raffle is at $7,400. Thank you all very much for your generosity. Those funds go to award these scholarships. I want to thank the volunteers that are back there working as we're standing out here. Jamie Emery, Maya Emily and Mason Merhoff, Carson Mahant, Joe Ashley, Delson Sonvi, Margaret Huck, Abby Blau, Hannah Knutson. I said it right this time. Last year I didn't. Please thank all of our volunteers and give them a round of applause. I know they're working very hard back there to get everything rounded up for us so we can expedite our process on checking out. Once again, we're at $7,400. The star raffle items are still available until you leave this evening. The nice thing about the star raffle items are that they are, you're going to get at least your value back on that, if not more. Once again, this doesn't happen without the generosity and support of the community and the businesses. And we really, really appreciate the support that we get from Kenosha. What you're going to do is you're checking out, we do have 2 dedicated lines for credit and debit, and then we have cash and check. We're going to call names and numbers out, so if you know your number and you want to listen, then we'll go ahead and let you know that you are winners. You can come up and collect your goods. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves this evening. I know we ran a little long, it always does, but it's fun. This is fun. This is why we do this. Again, this is our only fundraiser for the year. And, remember, believe it can happen. Dream about what you can do and inspire those around you. And hopefully we'll see you all again next year. Go ahead and listen to make sure and see if your winning bid is called out. And we'll direct you over to these tables and we'll get you out of here as fast as possible. Thank you all very, very much for a wonderful evening.